If PvP ends up being enabled, you will most likely be.
Times your dreams.
I've read and I'm ready.
Waiting for the other three then.
Poor Lancelot.
Yeah, I've read it.
That's two.
You should have counted me as 3.
I didn't say you would.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't. Yeah, I get it. Did we get handouts for the mobs we were killing that we didn't have handouts for?
Totally forgot about that.
Also,
So
by
that's a no.
by any chance, can I bother you adding that spell?
That I can't do.
Can or can't?
Can't.
Ah.
It's not a spell per se. It's a part of your.
I think I can add it myself to some extent.
Yeah, but I don't want you to do that, which is why I don't do it.
And why is that?
Because it falls under proficiency bonuses and such.
Oh no, not that, not that.
No, I mean the spell will fall under proficiency bonuses, and I don't want you to add it as a spell in your spell sheet.
I don't want to add it as a spell in my spell sheet.
Oh, I can write the description into the item. Yeah, that I can do.
No, I added it as an extra resource on my character sheet there. Just to
Really?
have it as a token, as in order to thumb it, mark it down if I use it, so I don't forget that I used it.
Sure. Lucian, you said you were ready?
Yes.
Okay. You end up figuring out that little by little you wake up one by one by one by one. Benjamin,
Yep.
you notice that you've probably stolen the bed of someone as you see both of the servants sharing a bed.
That was because we had a threesome.
Sharing the other bed.
Roll a perception check.
Me.
Yes.
I also wake up and see Assam in the bed next to me. Wonder how he ended up there.
I didn't notice.
I just placed myself there.
They look pretty good for being at least above 50.
He's about what?
50. 50 years old.
Okay.
If you knew my past, you'd know that doesn't bother me.
I don't know your past, and I still find that hilarious.
When I was 23 at a New Year's Eve party, I slept with a 51-year-old.
Interesting.
Good for you. What can I say?
Oh, I
There's a
bet you.
there's a word for that, gerontophilia.
What's like the opposite of a cradle robber? Coffin robber?
My God.
This I cannot deny.
I cannot tell a lie.
I mean,
Oh God.
you know it's bad when the coronavirus is the second largest threat to elderly people in the UK.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I don't think we're gonna do anything this. This is
that burn was wicked.
That was a good one.
It wasn't a burn, was it? It was a compliment.
Oh yeah, I did.
Sure. Are we free to move around?
Yes, I said you can come into consciousness.
Okay. I walk out and see Benjamin, as well as Ishmark and Irina.
Ismark would at this point be sleeping, and Irina would be at this point
Wait,
awake.
Benjamin.
Can I do some checks or anything to see if something happened to me during the night? Because I slept next to Menace.
Sure. Make a perception. Wait, when you say check, do you mean like look around, or do you mean like physically check your body?
Physically check my body if something happened to me.
That would be an investigation check.
Make sure to fill all those crevices and orifices.
It's a natural 20.
I mean, no. I mean, you feel a bit sore, but you assume that's from the battle, judging by where the soreness is located. Like it doesn't seem like anything traumatizing has happened to you while sharing a bed with Manny.
Okay.
Question is, would you have spooned him?
Oh my God.
Would you be the big or the little spoon?
Depends if he had the armor or not.
Manis cannot sleep with armor on if he wants to take a rest. None with medium or heavy armor will be able to sleep in armor.
So he saw my message then.
I don't know if he saw your message.
Wait, did you message me?
Wait, possibly. You have letters, so that's light, isn't it?
No, he should have seen the message that I left on his armor.
With a 7 perception check, no, he would not.
Okay. So I look at Menace and I laugh again.
Fucking forgot about that message.
Yeah, that message. Menace, do you need help with your armor?
No, I can.
Why are you running away? I'd rather spend like a few moments trying to like help you and like attach stuff. Yep.
I thank him gratefully.
You know, this armor seems really inconvenient for being crippled.
Yes, I know. But I need some protection, right? You saw the evils out there. I'm not the fastest one.
And carry a big stick.
Yeah, that works for you, but I'm not that intelligent as you.
I'm asking Ishmark if there have been any other attacks or strange stuff happening the night.
What? They are sleeping in
Yeah.
chairs next to the chess table?
No, he is.
Ah.
Like, remember how Ismark stayed awake to keep watch? Well, they probably swapped in the middle of the night because Ismark is just literally sitting in the chair sleeping, while his sister is staying there on.
I turned to his sister and asked her the same thing.
Now you have to rephrase the question.
Did anything else happen during the night? Any more attacks or strange occurrences?
Not during my shift. I do not think anything happened on the first watch side.
Do you know who the undead were after? Do you have any idea?
I mean, it would be logical to assume they were not after you, since they've been coming here for, well, quite some time now.
But I had the feeling that this attack was in greater number and more coordinated than the ones before.
At least in the last days, certainly. There were a larger attack on the evening. My father had his, well, heart condition, but it's been moments where there's been many, and there's been moments when there are few. There's never been a moment where there has been such an overwhelming force.
And do you know this tattooed symbol that they left behind, part of their insignia?
What, tattered symbol?
The handout.
Yep, but she hasn't seen it.
Oh, I show it to her.
You
And
should-
tell them that we recuperated from the bodies of the that attacked us last night.
Okay, so this would realistically be the moment where Benjamin would be seeing it as well, since he was asleep.
Sleeping. Yeah.
Okay, mention as well.
In character, I also interject and say they would also seem to be wearing the same kind of uniform color. So I would assume they were part of the same army back when they were leaving.
I mean, colors in general is not common. I mean, most people are hollow shells. Those that tend to dress in more lively garb tend to have brighter colors, I suppose. Blue. Just going to think a bit. I there are of course families and places that uses blue, but to field an army, not to my knowledge. This is beyond anything I know about. I mean, with the numbers, it seems unlikely that this would be just like a household or something like that. But first of all, I do not think our family has many issues with other households, because most other families are nobles in other villages. And I don't know if any could field that many soldiers.
Do you know if any passengers came through Barovia, like an army or something similar to that, anytime? Maybe there are remains of those.
Um, From what I know, during my lifetime, there hasn't been any army of any sort that has wandered in through the mists. Uh, Realistically speaking, oh, sorry, I didn't actually see I had Discord PMs. Thank you for reminding me. I'll check those after. Truth be told, I'm not sure if an army could just wander into this place. People that come here, they tend to say that they have been brought here, not that they have entered. So it seems to me that if no one uh, is brought here, then they won't be here.
I understand what you're saying, where you're going with this. We're just noticing that most of the skeletal archers and the zombies had similar clothes, signifying a uniform, and similar colors, signifying either house or army, or maybe the same mercenary brigand while they were living, not now when they were dead.
I mean, I'm not arguing that point. I'm merely saying that, well, from what I know, having lived here, that doesn't say anything to me.
This glove is obviously very old. It can easily be seen. Maybe this is something from the past.
Maybe you know of a battle that has taken place in around Barovia sometime, and then a necromancer would come and resurrect the dead that kept attacking the house.
That is quite possible. Our past is long steeped in history of conflicts and wars and battles and death. Whom these people or creatures originally were? Perhaps they were part of the same group, army, same family house. I I would not know. But from what I know, most, uh, at least currently, the the ruling color at least is red. The von Zarovich family rules with black and red and white. Ours is just simply shades of brown and white. As for other houses, uh, there are, of course, tints of blue, but nothing. Well, she points to the tattered cloth piece with the part of the symbol. Nothing that are as prominent as that.
Did your father, by any chance, kept any history books that we can browse?
There are certainly history books. I should just check the library.
If I may.
You certainly may. If one of you are interested, you could always check the official records as well. But those are more uh, officer related to upkeep and governance rather than historical. Make an investigation check, Lucian. Actually, yeah, well, investigation check to see if you find something that could bring you towards a book or something that would. I mean, there's a in the 4 bookcases you see there. Uh, there are a lot of books. They are fairly large bookcases, several meters tall and several meters broad, most of them. So you find a lot that could be like scientific tomes, some of history of sorts. You don't find anything on houses and symbols or something like that.
Okay. I'll just yell to the others that I don't see any books on related to
like-
houses.
I mean, like there's no books with that kind of cover or name on the spine of the book that leads you in that direction.
Okay, can I search more thoroughly or something?
I could let you spend some extra time doing that if you want to focus on doing that, but that will make you unable to do much else for the time being.
Yeah, sure. I don't have anything else to do at the moment. Probably rather speak with the guys.
Okay.
Can one of us help him to reduce the time?
No.
No.
I'm already giving him the extra chance now.
Okay.
So this is him doing it with advantage, realistically.
Do I do it now or after you guys finish?
I'll let the other ones focus now, so I can have some time focusing on that.
I'm asking Irena if they need help with the house cleaning up what remains from the battle and around the house.
Well, yes. I have a feeling that Ismark will ask for a favor of someone to help us out with a more practical means, I suppose. Perhaps, well, at least uh, from what I think, I would imagine Alenka would be help us to mend at least the burn marks and the doors and everything that was physically damaged. Um, I guess wounds and sores will heal in a while. Um, our request remains the same. Please ensure that our father can be buried.
Talking about that, could you help us with something with the Father Donovich that could speed up the process of getting your father?
If we could, don't you think we would have been able to do so in the almost 1.5 weeks it has been? First, it was a matter of we have to wait for the right moment to consecrate the body, and then suddenly this entire situation with his son became the next thing stopping him.
Yes, if we can help him with his son and
My
if you can help us, we'll speed
my
up the process.
my patience is thin. More like to just go and force him to do it rather than anything.
In this case, I don't think force would bring forward the desired result.
Possibly not, but there is no desirable result. And my father is rotting in this very house. Do you know how it is to live under the same roof where you can smell your father's death lingering on the very house you grew up? The tainting all the memories of the people you've loved and cherished for as long as you can remember. Do you know how that feels like? I don't
No, and I
condone
will
violence.
help you somehow.
I don't condone violence, but that I understand Donovich's despair. But this is a matter that would take him an hour of his time. One morning, one rite. I. It is cruel of him to let. And it's not just me either. There cannot be any funerals or any rites and any religious sermons as long as he's stuck like this.
I think he's a dickhead too, so that's going to smash him up.
I'm not proposing violence. I don't believe in violence. I understand his sorrow. But his sorrow is not the only sorrow here in the town. And the longer he remains in his stupor, the longer the rest of us suffer. Help him out. Give the poor soul some peace. Or if not, well, have him accept the inevitable.
Indeed, you're right. What I was just saying is that violence will not probably not convince him to do his job as a preacher, rather than the opposite.
I don't know.
And while I do
See,
understand the position you're coming from, and to be fair, the entire town is, again, I don't think hurting the only priest in the town would yield any beneficial results for anyone involved.
Could you get a priest from another town to come and do the sermon?
Well, theoretically, I could call for, at least send in a request from Valaki, but that would take days to travel there and days to travel back, and even so, we might get a negative response, and then we will have lost the better part of a week. I mean,
Can our friend
Can I-
Lucian perform the rites since he's also a cleric?
I don't know. I don't know what he is capable of.
We will ask him.
Indeed, we shall find out.
I'm whispering to Lucian. Can you perform the rites instead of Father Donovich?
Answer him now? You're going to be abandoning the task you're currently on.
I'll tell you later. So I just ignore his question and continue searching.
Any historian or scribes living in Barovia?
You mean record keepers of various types?
Yes.
Uh, that is a very good question. Well, certainly the Count would have some. I would also imagine the oldest houses of Barovia would uh, at least have some form of family memoirs and such. Our family is one of the very new ones. But like there are these families that existed before well, this valley was settled by the Fonsaroviches. I know at least the Vachthers in Walachi and the Kreshnikovs at Kreshk are old. You have the von Holtz family. I do also think you have the Glevin family. But whether they have records, I don't know.
Do any of them live in Barovia?
In the township of Barovia or the valley of Barovia?
In the valley, as well as in the township.
All of them live in the valley.
Okay, so these are similar to your family, powerful families in different towns. I understand.
Ancient families are certainly nobles. Um, well, they how much influence and power they have now is that will differ from family to family. Some perhaps have lost position, others have not. Um, but they are ancient houses, possibly with their wealth and status intact. But they are not necessarily houses with uh, estates and soldiers and holdings. In they're more like noble by name and birth rather than through wealth and power.
Oh, I see.
Like our family is noble through deed, not through inheritance. And as such, we don't have any particular land other than this estate. And yes, not much else than had Count Strahd chosen someone else to become the burgomaster, both me and Ishmak would have had to move out.
I understand. But does your family own any other house except for this estate, which is the Bargain Master's estate?
No, not from what I know. Father and mother never said anything about where they lived before they moved in here and settled down and had a family. I mean, I think only father would have known.
I understand.
He became burgomaster at a young age through his uh, own personal skill. And, well, as for what life was before then, they rarely spoke of.
Assam, is Lucian finished with his inquiring of records?
He's
He's
still going.
literally investigating thoroughly a couple of hundred books. He's going to be spending the entire RP session doing that.
Ah, okay, okay.
There is no waiting for Zuriel here.
So I look at Menis and I say, maybe we should go to the tavern and eat something.
That indeed sounds like a plan, but I think we should probably wait for Lucian to finish before heading off. In the meanwhile, does the Count have any standing armies?
When you mean standing armies, do you mean placed out in villages, or are you talking about in the cup?
Both actually. I'm wondering if the Count has any kind of army that protects the valley, and if that army is made of conscripts or is it a standing permanent army? If it is a standing permanent army, is that army located within the castle, or it's dispersed within the towns?
Those are very unfamiliar words to me. You have to be a bit explanatory. His bannermen, usually the burgomasters and the nobles, all field their own soldiers and guards, I would suppose,
Mm-hmm.
and are untasked protecting their holdings, their townships, and such. When me and father visited for the yearly audit, there were certainly guards at the castle, yes. As for an army, I mean, I never looked for them. There were certainly guards upon the walls and patrolling on top of the walls and battlements.
Mm-hmm. So, from what you're saying, He does not have a standing army, and he relies on his bannermen to provide military support if required. But he does employ personal guard up at the castle. Or is that guard as well sent in by the bannermen, by the burgomasters?
I don't know. I mean, apart from being daughter of a burgomaster, I don't know much about war and like soldiering and like armies.
Very understandable. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land to know where we're going, where we're headed when we shall fulfill the invitation from the Count.
You can also check Discord, please.
I would imagine that um, when you travel further into the valley, you will find your answer, or you will at least, if nothing else, come across the crossroads where you can take a turn towards the castle if you want to go.
We will definitely go up to the castle eventually. We were hoping to solve the problem of the priest before heading out.
That would be greatly preferable.
Okay.
I'm out
Is,
of questions. Like I'm out of character. I am fully out. Like I have no clue what that's to talk about.
Okay.
Shall we deal with the bookcase?
Yeah, let's say that like 10-15 minutes after they are done talking to Irina and such, you are done looking through the bookcase. You find like a number of tomes that could realistically give you some form of a. There's like. Um, you don't necessarily find anything that is like pictures and stuff like that, but they're all reading tomes. Tomes that would usually take you quite a few hours to. Are you actually literate?
Uh, yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Why would you be?
I don't know. Is it normal to not be literate?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm literate.
Uh, um. Actually, what intelligence are you? Yeah, you would be literate. Um. You get the sense that you would have to spend a couple of, well, at least quite a few hours per book if you were to like go through them and read through all of them for clues.
Okay. I definitely don't want to waste any more time as we are pressed here. So
There are no books that says answers can be found here, to say it like that. If you trolled through various parts of history, perhaps you could come across annotations and such, but there is nothing regarding nobility, organizations, symbology, or stuff like that. You find some of like of a historical topic, like religious history, early history, uh, literally over the centuries. And you could troll through those books, but you're not necessarily sure if that would give you any clues as to.
okay, I will just leave the books for now, and maybe later we can browse through them or something like that if we have more time. Uh, do I have possibility to ask Irina a question before
Uh,
I leave the house?
one question, sure.
Okay. as I'm about to leave the house, I just walk to Irina and ask her, "Would you like me to suspend your father from decay while we are working on burying him?"
What?
I know that your father is. Yeah.
Will you stop my father's body from rotting?
Yes, I can do that.
So you can. Can you revert it?
No, sadly not. But at least I can stop it from rotting until we solve the burial.
If you cannot solve it until tonight, then yes, I would very much love for you to do that.
Okay,
If you cannot convince Father Donnie.
we'll do our best. If not, I will do that so that you don't have to look at him rotting. And
Smell is the worst.
I turn and say goodbye and thank you for your hospitality as I leave.
Goodbye. So where to, everyone? Anyone doing anything else in the mansion, or
Not me.
Pete Menace?
No, I'm fine.
Outside.
To the tavern?
To the tavern! I think we were here. And I think you can remove one of the tokens. Oh, remove both. Okay.
On the way to the tavern, can I stop at the merchant? The
Yes,
weapons.
you may.
Where was it? Here, I think.
Merchant is in the large part next to the town square.
Oh, okay.
Look at the brown ceilings.
Yeah, the one with those that color are the ones that are important at least.
Yeah, they're
That's what I
enterable
should
buildings.
stop
That's what you mean.
All of them are enterable, but like these are the ones that are prepared in the advent.
at. I go to the shopkeep and I say, "Hello, kind sir. I have a question for you. If you want some, and give me a second because I forgot to open the document where I write their names."
It's
One at a
Bildad.
time. Not sure if I trust you fellers after last time.
Sorry, I need to find that document. Can you tell me the name of that person because my notepad froze trying to open it?
Bildrath.
Bildrat. Okay, thank you. Kind sir Bildrat, have you seen this
Insignia.
this insignia, the tether symbol? And I show you the symbol.
Nope.
Have any band of people came through here recently, like 6 or 7, besides us?
He waves his hand to some, like, general stuff that he has propped up in his shop. Oh, all these people coming. Look for any symbols as you may.
Okay, can I search in the area that he showed me for symbols?
Sure.
Any investigation or what is it?
Perception in this case, since you're not touching, you're just looking.
I'll help with that as well, so he can roll with advantage. Doesn't need it.
No, he doesn't. There's like many crests and symbols and marks and types of stuff here. None of them seems to be in the like. There are stuff that are blue here, but nothing that fits or conforms or becomes remotely close to that. Might be blue, but might not share any similarity whatsoever. Like you can see Manny stop and like feel confident that he has found like a blue shield that obviously has to be, but like it's a blue, bit more darker blue on it, which doesn't give you the same feeling as this white symbol upon the cloth.
Do you know if any of the noble families have this symbol?
Do I look like a noble to you?
I'm guessing a lot of people come by your shop, and you may have ran into a few nobles in your time.
Only one noble family in this town.
Thank you. And I look at Manis and the rest. Do you have any questions for gentlemen?
For how many days was that bet?
6 days.
6 days more, I believe.
Talk to you in 3 days then.
He's not very good at counting, is he?
Just leave him.
7
Goodbye,
minus
sir.
7 minus. Come back, you haven't paid.
How much?
Well, information is information. Let's see, you asked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. That will run you about 4
4?
0 gold.
Fuck me.
Just,
Literally.
I just come across and I just say, shut the fuck up. Come on, we're going. I don't care if that big dude comes out, I'm going.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
You hear a bell ringing as you turn around. Yes, uncle.
Manis, you don't want to fight now.
Oh.
We've already left. We've walked away. He won't have got out in time, would he?
Have you gone out? I'm just asking here. Who has left and who hasn't?
I don't know
Just
if I'm
ask-
even in.
I'm
Okay,
still
so-
here. I'm trying to haggle on the price.
Okay. But who else is in the building? I'm guessing. Well, rather probably didn't go in then. If Lucian didn't go in, who went in? Manis went in, Benjamin went in, Azam went in.
I'm stood here waiting for Sam to follow before we leave.
Yeah, I'm in the door with the door open, waiting to leave.
Okay, so am I right in assuming, Lucian, did you go in or did you stay outside?
He said he didn't go in.
I don't know if I did. I mean,
I'm technically going to say, ask you to.
I'm alone, right?
let's assume that I'm outside.
Okay, so both you and Radar would have stayed outside. The big guy comes forward and like, yes, uncle. They bought services, but they are refusing to pay, and it seems like one of them is running from his due course. Stealing's bad, uncle. Exactly. Now, could you kindly get me my money, son? Yes,
Can we
uncle.
negotiate the price?
No. It's like 1 gold per tip. You asked for 5 tip, plus the outsider fee of 8 times 40 gold.
I yell from the door, we don't even have that much money on us.
They be stealing then, uncle. Yes, boy. Yes, they are.
I put my head through the door and say, I think you two guys should come in as well.
the big guy literally walks up to you, Azam, like hovering above you. Excuse me? Stealing ain't fair.
I
Could
ain't
you
stealing
be a good,
anything. I'm trying to
good man?
negotiate a price with your father. I haven't left this spot.
He looks confused and walks. Oh, okay. Like backs off a bit. See, there is no negotiating. Like, first of all, one of your friends were rude to me the last time, and now he's rude to me again. And the prices are non-nego. See, you come in here and ask for questions. You know that threatening me wasn't a nice thing the last time, and now you're expecting haggled prices? Have you
And
gone
sir,
mad?
I never threatened you. It was one or the other. I am the one that asked the question, and I'm trying to negotiate a
Ah,
better
well,
price.
yes, and you're responsible for the people you keep company with. Like, if you don't want their actions to be put on you, then you should choose whom you choose to approach me with. You seem like a level-headed bloke.
You
Oh,
didn't tell me the price when we first started, so could you reduce it a
nor
bit? I
did
was
you ask.
expecting it to be much cheaper. Other places we asked, it was they were much cheaper.
And whose responsibility is it to ask? Oh, I would say it's the buyer. Did you come to a shop expecting to get something for free?
No, I never said I expecting something for free. I expected
Yet
us
you were
something.
always you were all
Uh,
going to walk away.
I come in as I heard Manice's
Suggestion?
what was it? Code suggestion, yeah.
Rather comes
And
in.
as soon as I see that people are arguing and almost fighting, I
You are.
I cast a calm emotions spell in this room to avoid any fights.
Could you link calm emotions?
Yeah, and can I know the save, please? To roll.
Okay, so you have to choose a point. I'm guessing you do the middle of the room to get everyone, I guess?
If he does it here, he'll get basically everyone.
Yes.
Like here.
Yes.
So every must choose a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail. So Benjamin, you fail. You can suppress the effect, and the spell ends and you suppress the effect. Okay.
Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice in a hostile tort.
Okay. Okay. So who amongst you all are feeling hostile right now?
I wasn't feeling hostile from the beginning, so I shall fail it.
No, you if you fail it, you accept the. I want to make everyone non-hostile against our group.
Okay.
So everyone
Mm,
that accepts to fail it just becomes
you
non-hostile against us.
you fail the point though. When you cast it, it's not targeted to enemies. It's targeted to all creatures within 20 feet.
Exactly. But I choose which creatures they will be indifferent to,
No,
of your choice.
target each humanoid in a 20-foot radius.
You can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice. So I make everybody indifferent toward our group.
Yes, but you fail to realize one thing, that the target is hostile to Ward. Neither of the shopkeeper or the nephew are hostile right now.
Yes, they're not.
Nope, they are not.
Hostile means they are in a fight with us, right?
They are not in a fight. They have not made threats. You have a shopkeeper here that feels he's being stolen from,
Yes.
and a bodyguard that is literally trying to make sure that you don't steal from his uncle. They are not hostile. They don't want to fight, but they don't want you to steal from them.
And we are not
But they will
hostile.
be
We don't
indifferent.
want to fight, but we don't have the money to pay either way.
No. Benjen literally says he's 100% hostile. But the shopkeeper has not made any threats. The bodyguard has literally walked up to Assam and talked to him and then backed off when Assam calmly said that he wasn't stealing.
Okay, I accept that you don't want us to. There is nothing to come here. Okay.
Like I get what you're trying to do, but from this situation, I think Benjen is the only one that's hostile, and he chooses to fail it. So
Well,
you
it
have
doesn't
to
matter if he fails or not, so it's fine.
But you can decide what Benjen does upon failing, can't you?
No.
Oh, then
I can actually
Oh no, it says
make
in the...
him indifferent toward the shopkeeper, and but
that's the only thing you can force in this situation.
that would be PvP.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be. I'm trying to affect his thinking.
Yeah, but in 1 minute, Pete is going to get pissed again.
Yeah. Okay, just forget that I will reduce my spell swords and forget that I just
Yes.
cast it.
I'm not trying to screw you over here, but there has not been any hostile actions here that can be construed as, hostile.
Okay, I get your meaning.
Like, the guy hates outsiders. That doesn't mean he's hostile to them. He's still offering you to shop. Just he's going to screw you very much on prices.
I look at him and I say, I only have 10 gold on me. I can give you that and come back the next days and give whatever else I find. I have no other money on me. And I didn't know the prices were this high, which is my mistake. I should have asked, and I'm sorry for that.
You
But
should. Luckily
let's find
for
a way
you,
that
luckily for you, from what I can see, at least, you have your sword, you have your bow, and a rather well-stocked quiver. From what I can see, you have a very nice bag hanging next to you as well. There's that bow. I don't have to take coinage, but you are not poor.
give me a minute to think.
There is an intense what is called exchange of looks and mimics between and face mimics between the members of our party, within the members of our party, going on right now. The tension, you can cut it with a knife.
You see the lumbering tall nephew just like leans a bit on his
I put 3 gold rings on the table.
the ones you had him identify earlier.
I don't think he has any other ones than those.
No, because like they were 25 gold. No, he has more. because he has like some for 25 as well.
The
And
25 was.
from what I remember, he appraised those at a value lower than 40 gold. So he expectantly waits for you to put down more.
Let's see if it's not payment in gold you require. Maybe we can provide any different services for your benevolent sharing of your information. Uh, I wonder if you are in a good standing with the Burjan Master. Maybe you need something done from the part of the office of the mayor town of the mayorship.
I live under simple rules. I obey the count's law. I do what my duty is to the township. I offer my supplies at a fair price to all citizens, and well, the custom prices to all non-citizens.
Hmm.
From what I see, things are splendid right now. I'm rich, I have a thriving enterprise, and as long as you folk comes crashing down with your delusions, I am richer and richer for every day.
I turn towards and say, we have. We either give him what he wants or we fight. Because I have no other way of.
You can you put my token in between Assam and his nephew?
What, you can't control your token?
No,
don't
I
seem it.
cannot. I cannot do that unless you say that you walk up that close to him.
Yeah, I didn't have my token, so that's why I wanted to. I can move it myself and now, and so that I walk close to the counter in between everyone and say, guys, please calm down. We don't want to hurt anyone. We don't want to do any
As
stupid things.
as you get to there, you see the nephew not be appreciative of you approaching and surrounding him.
Okay, I stay there and yell what I just said to them and give Assam politely enough gold so that he can pay the merchant. I mean, I'll give him. Wait, how much did he want except the rings?
Give me a second. I'll try to come back and fix this if you give me a couple of minutes to return. My friends will stay here and make in order to give guarantee that I shall return.
Fine.
I ran out.
Okay.
And since this is going to become private, let's go on to the other channel, please. Okay.
Yes.
So I ran to the Barja Master's house.
Yes.
I speak to Irina. I think Ishmark is still sleeping, right?
Yes.
And I ask Irina and say, hello, I'm sorry to be disturbing you again so soon after we just left, but we seem to require your assistance.
Yes.
We need to become citizens of Barovia. Preferably as soon as possible, if not now.
I'm afraid the only person that could do that is Count Strahd himself. As ruling lord of the land, he is responsible both for his subjects and all visitors. And as long as you are a visitor, you are subject to visitation rules, and as long as you are a Citizen, you have to obey the laws of the land.
Perfectly fine with that. How can you do that without having? How can the bourgeois master enlist us as citizens?
He cannot. He governs. He is not the ruling lord. He is a governor. What? Why would you need to be citizens?
Well, basically, your lovely merchant, town merchant, is trying to extort the living skin of our backs and asking for more money than we all have on ourselves combined.
Ah. Aha. Yes. It's a bit of an ass, isn't it?
Oh, a bit. That would be an understatement.
If it helps, he does not jack up the prices to citizens, though.
Yes, I've heard that, and that's what we are trying to see. If we can get some papers saying that we are citizens of Barovia, then maybe we will get, regular prices and not 10 times more, like 10 gold per a question asked.
After last night, I'm sure both me and my brother would willingly give you that kind of a paper if it was in our power, but to be a citizen means to be under the protection of Count Strahd himself, and as such, it is something that is not given freely by his subjects, unless you are, of course, born.
I see.
You don't own any holdings either, which is like one of the requirements that you belong to a household. So
If we get, if I wonder if it would help if we get a signed letter from the bourgeois master that we are in his employment, with all the protections and assistance that would cover, within such official manners of the town, of course.
wait here.
I
She
will.
just walks off. Do you wait there?
I wait there.
Roughly 2 to 3 minutes after, she comes back with a scroll that's like wrapped up in a note and then sealed with a wax seal.
Indeed.
Okay.
Thank you again for your assistance.
It is important. I do not know how this will affect him. It might
Makes things
not.
worse, or might not.
It says, "Don't be an ass." It might piss him off. Whatever you do, I would strongly recommend you to not harm him. He's the only shopkeeper we have in the township, and he is a subject of the Lord.
I understand that, and I have to master every ounce of willpower to stop my instincts of crushing his throat and is under my boot.
Don't crush his throat. If you crush something, crush his testicles.
That is a very better plan. Much better plan indeed. Thank you again for your assistance. I shall head back before his nephew makes mincemeat of all my friends.
Okay.
Okay, so I return.
So in the 10 minutes Manis is gone, who will have done what?
10 to 15 minutes has passed.
Yes. I would say 10, I guess. You were fast, probably running back and forth.
I give 8 gold to Assam, just in case. Assam, mark it up. I reduced mine.
Okay.
So who will have done something in the past 10 minutes, or would you all have waited, or?
I'm just leaning and going back to this bookcase.
The nephew's just literally leaning on the counter looking at you. Make a group persuasion check to make sure that they will wait for Manis.
What does a group persuasion check entail?
Which means Azam, Lucian, or Benjen has to make a persuasion check.
Or and
Like the two. Benjen did one of them. Another person can.
so two of us need to do it.
Yes.
So you do it, the last one, Lucian, or do I?
Benjen has done it. I need a
I'll do it.
persuasion check. He starts becoming impatient after like 5 or 6 minutes.
Oh, so I'm still not inside. Okay, got it.
Nope, you're not.
I'm putting my mark here outside of the game area.
So where is the payment? I will not wait all day. I trust him as little as I trust any of you.
He should be back in 5 minutes.
And why is your friend standing over there, literally staring at my nephew? I see this as most suspicious behavior.
He's afraid to come to this side because he saw how your nephew looked at Lucian when he came close.
Purple, my boy, come back here so the, well, fellow can return to his group. Yes, uncle.
I say
So he
to
gives-
Benjen to come back to us.
I just say, I am not a dog, but I turn to the owner and say, but don't worry, I'm calm.
Purple, escort the fella out of my store. I don't trust him for the life of him. So the fellow just comes up to you and says, "This way, please," and literally shows you the out.
I turn to Beijing and tell him, please go.
I will begin to walk towards the door. I presume he doesn't touch me, does he?
No, haven't touched you yet.
Okay, I'll stand at the door. I'll open the door and stand outside.
Do I come in?
He shuts the door and then walks back. Couple of minutes passed. Menace, you reach the store. You see Benjamin standing out there.
I look
Flanked
confused.
by Rardor that is now left again.
I look confused at the two and say, "What? You left those two inside by themselves? Are they still alive?"
Tripping. Yeah, but he's power tripping again.
I walk in and say, "Hello, dear. One minute. Give me a second.
Do that.
Bildrath. I understand that you are a subject of Barovia's township and the Count von Strad. And we understand and respect that since we are all as well subjects of the Count's kindness and hospitality here. We just went to talk to the Bourgeois Master about our little predicament here, and I have this sealed scroll straight from the Bourgeois Master. I have not read it. I do not know what it contains, but it was. I was told to give this directly and specifically to you, no one else, and no one else should read it. As you see, the seal is unbroken and the letter is untouched. And as well, I shall present to you this invitation from the Count that was sent to me and my friends, inviting us to the castle in order to have a conversation regarding our stay here, whether it's temporary or permanent, and also our current standing of employment. And they give out the scroll.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. Just give me a second, I need to open the character sheet. Advantage or the none?
Advantage.
Toggling advantage. Fucking god! 23. Just my fucking luck.
He tenses up a bit when you mention certain things in that little speech of yours. But then you can see him just like laugh it off as if you're like constructing a tall tale, and he just like pushes them. I don't want your forgeries.
Oh, these are not forgeries. You can see that it's the official seal of Barovia.
Yes, and
I would not fuck around with that.
Sure.
Nor do I have the means to do.
You've been threatening me before. I don't believe you now. Where's the gold, young one?
There's no gold. We have no gold.
Not talking to you, old man.
Please read the letter first. Can I
which
do
of the letters
persuasion?
that did you-
The
No,
letters that my friend here
No,
wrote.
man is already broke. That's why he got advantage.
I just pushed the door open and say, hurry up.
Well, between me and my friends here, we managed to gather 20 gold. Are you lowering your price to that so we can all go to our business and we'll come later and pay the rest?
15 gold and all 3 of the golden rings would be perfect.
Give me a moment to talk with my friends here, as it's
Oh,
not
I'm
just my
done
goals.
waiting. I am done waiting.
$30 gold and no rings.
20 gold and that leather bag of yours.
That what? I'm sorry, I did not understand what you said.
The leather bag of yours.
That bag, it's worth more than everything, and it has a personal value as it was left by my father. So I'm not giving it away for anything, unless you kill me and you take it from me.
I would be within my right to do so against thieves.
I'm offering another option.
We are in the official employment of both Count Van Strad and the Bourgeois Master. We are anything but thieves.
Well, again, I said I don't believe you or whatever forgeries you might have constructed.
Sure,
And
you,
now, young man, as I said,
you cannot
20
believe
gold
me,
and
but you
all
will
3
have to deal with the Bourgeois Master and Count Van Strad after. Are you willing to take that chance?
Yes.
Perfectly. Benjen, will you come back in?
I say to Rada, come on.
Fucking hell, this is how we're going to die, isn't it?
Indeed.
Also, I told you to keep that man outside. Keep your dog on a leash outside. Fix whatever's owed to me. And then get lost.
Don't worry, I have specific instructions not to kill you. I also have specific instructions what to do to you. From the Bourgeois Master itself. I say that with a grin.
We don't have a burgomaster.
Oh,
Dead.
no, a new one was appointed. One that is in debt to us since last night.
See, that's not possible because there hasn't been a proclamation of such.
Oh, you were just not informed, my friend. But that proclamation came last night when the counts, what's it called?
It is not proclaimed to the township. Is not valid at the current moment. And as such, Burgomaster Kolyanovich is not Kolyanovich, Burgomaster Indirovich is the current Burgomaster. He is dead. Now again, keep your mongrel outside.
Oh, the mongrel stays
20
in.
gold and 3 gold rings,
No,
or you are violating town law.
we are not.
I am putting 20 gold on the table and I start to walk slowly and I say, we'll bring the rest later.
Harple, stop him. You are being grabbed. Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
Some or me?
Awesome.
Azam. Let's see. Okay. Wow. No, he doesn't manage to grab a hold on you. You do, however, register that the nephew did try to grab you and stop you, though.
I keep walking and I say, we'll pay you back the rest later.
That's when you have to roll initiative, Azam.
What do I roll to jump over this table?
Nothing, since there's going to be an action first in this round between Assam, not you, Menace. I haven't
Okay.
told you to roll initiative.
Sorry.
Okay, you're first to act, Assam. What do you do?
I move away. I don't want to fight, I just want to get out of here.
What direction do you move?
Around Menace towards the exit.
So you're leaving his melee range. Don't make me do this.
I will use disengage to leave his melee range.
Okay.
How far can I go?
Normal movement, which is 30 feet.
Which means I can get out.
No.
Yes.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, he has 10 feet of movement, so you can get out.
10.
5 foot to get out.
Okay.
And then 5 foot to get further away.
Okay, I get out.
Okay. He will attempt to follow. Realizing that he can't. Realizing that he's going to make an intelligence check to see if he understands. I rolled a 0 on the intelligence check, so he doesn't understand. He is believing that his uncle's store is being robbed, and as such, he's going to defend. He's going to take his entire turn towards Benjamin. This is where everyone should be rolling initiative, by the way.
Okay. Does my 11 stand or should I roll again?
It will stand.
Okay, then add it at the 11. Or let me roll again so you can.
Roll again.
Yeah. And just add the 11 to it. To the screen. Oh, thankfully the 11 stands.
So, with his spear, he's going to make 3 melee attacks against you, Benjamin. That's a 25 to hit, 16 to hit, and 14 to hit.
2 hits.
So it's 20 piercing damage for the first attack and 12 piercing damage for the second.
Okay, I'm down.
Lucian, are you rolling initiative?
Ah, yes.
And I surely hope he does not get 2 turns in our ones.
No.
Okay.
Lucian first, then Radar, then Manus, then I assume. What's your dex, Benjamin? Do you have 15 or higher?
In dexterity.
Yes.
No,
Highest
10.
dexterity goes first. 10?
Yeah.
Okay, then Periwinkle will go number 2. So it's Lucian, Radar, Manus, and then Assam, then Benjen, then Periwinkle. So he's last in the turn order.
But what, he
Lucian?
gets an extra turn at the beginning?
Yes, because only Assam and him had his first turn. Also, he's last on the turn order, so if he acted, the round ends no matter what. So technically, you get a full turn now. But since none of you went into a hostile situation, you don't get to act. Lucian, your turn.
Okay. Seeing that what's happening in front of me, I'm a little bit confused. After trying so hard to make peace with everybody. Obviously, I don't want to hurt the nephew. Fuck. Okay, I'll just cast Bless on the 3 people. Actually, Benjen, Manis, and myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Radar is. Can you now? Is it like line of sight based? Because Radar is also target. I'm not sure if Bless works on Dungeon.
It's line of sight, yes, but actually, within range, it doesn't say you need to be in line of sight. But I will cast it on myself, so it will be Benjen, Manis, and myself.
Okay.
And I will healing word Benjen.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I will move toward the door, like the furthest away I can without exiting, like next to the door, basically.
Okay, Assam is kind of blocking the doorway, so you can stand in front of him or on the.
No, I'll be
squares
on
to
the
right
side.
and left.
I don't want to block the door or anything.
Assam is literally blocking the door. At
So
least from
I'm still inside, right?
Are you? I'm not. Did you go fully outside? Because if that's
No.
the case, then you're not.
No, I'm at the door. I was looking for the others to come, and I saw Benjamin getting smacked down. So I stayed.
Rather, seeing what the fuck just happened to Benjen is just literally going to shield himself with mage armor. And he's going to withdraw. Brave, brave Sir Radar. Manus.
Yeah. Okay.
Would be your turn.
I shall use my free action to mutter the following words, and I start to call them. I look back towards everyone and said, the Bourgeois Master explicitly told us not to kill them, but he also explicitly told us to crush their testicles. Then I look at the blue chap in front of me and say, I may go down, but I'm taking this whole shop with me. And I cast Scorching Ray on him.
He's not blue. He's what you call well, he doesn't have like a. He's dressed in like bleak outfit, so he doesn't have a soul. Cast Scorching Ray. That is like a +5 to hit. So roll 1d20 plus 5 3 times, I believe. I'll link the spell quickly. Or if you have this spell in your spell.
I can link it if you want. I have it. Do you want me to roll for him? It's
Yes,
plus
please.
5 for me as well.
No, I do absolutely not want you to roll.
Okay, I'll roll it classically. Roll d20. So that's the first roll.
Okay.
22.
Okay, that hits.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to link the spell.
I'll roll the second one. 9.
But what do I
Does
link
not
it?
hit.
And I roll the third one. 19.
Give me a second. I was just adding something in your spell book. It should be.
I have it now. Yeah, it's there. So Scorching Red.
It's 2d6 the fire damage. 3 times.
There, I think. I know
Yeah.
it should be added now.
Should I re-roll it?
Yes, just re-roll the thing and then press 3 times on. Like.
I re-rolled it again, so that's a.
So, the first one hits and the third one hits. Now click Scorching Ray +5 2 times.
That's a 7.
7.
That's a 4.
Okay, you do 11 then.
Pathetic.
Okay, I also use my bonus action
Okay.
to
Actually,
cast.
he has Bless, by the way.
Oh, I do have bless. That is true.
Less is not for attacks, is it?
Yes, it
does,
is.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
attack and
never
save
mind
and everything. He can do 1d4 for the 9. Maybe it will happen a hit.
No, he's going to parry that one.
Okay. For next time.
No, what Yuan means that even with the bless, it does not go over its armor class.
Yes.
Okay.
His armor class will be 13. Even if you roll a 4 on the.
Good.
Okay, and I was saying that I'm going to use a superiority die on Rally. So that is 1 superiority die. I'm going to link Rally just for so I know what to do. On my turn, you can use the bonus action, expend 1 superiority die to bolster the resolve of one of companions. When you do so, choose a friendly creature that is Benjen. That creature gains temporary hit points equal to the superiority die rolled on your charisma. So it's the 1d8 plus 2. 1d8 plus 2. Benjen gets 4 additional temporary hit points. And I end my turn with that. Actually, no, wait. No, actually, I am going to also use Action Surge in order to get another action.
Yes, but you don't get a bonus action.
I don't get a bonus action, indeed. I am going to also use a superiority die on goading attack, which says when you hit a creature with your attack, you can extend 1 superiority die to attempt to goad the target into attacking me. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll, and target must do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good job.
Okay, and I do one-handed Warhammer attack
With
for
guidance.
23.
That
Doesn't
hits.
matter.
That hits. I do the regular roll first, which is 13 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And I do the roll. Well, I roll a d8. Where is it in the shortcut? I roll a 1d8 as the superiority die, which is 3 more damage, and he needs to roll the. So that's 16 damage plus the 11. That's 27 damage done in 1 turn by me.
Yes. it is.
And he needs to roll the wisdom saving throw, or else he gets disadvantage for any attacks except for me.
It's a 13 to save, is
It's not written. That's I don't know, honestly. Last time I used it, we used 13 as
then it fails.
okay. So he has to roll disadvantage on his attacks.
Yes.
Isn't it based on the attack done?
No, it's not. I don't know on what it's is it based. Honestly, I have no
We'll
clue.
Google it later.
Mm-hmm. Please do when.
Doesn't matter.
And then my turn with that.
Okay. Benjamin, would be your turn.
I think you said it was his hands first and then me.
Yeah, as because he has the higher dex. Sorry.
Okay, I'm using Tasha's hideous laughter.
Wisdom saving throw. What is your spell DC?
12.
That's the second fucking one I've rolled on wisdom saving throws in a row. Okay. No. He's prone on.
It's prone and
He's
unable
prone.
to stand.
He's prone,
Yes.
yeah.
So we can get out if you want.
Or
No.
we get
Ah,
critical attacks.
And
Not critical.
incapacitate.
Or Benjamin can look very nicely at the owner right now because his bodyguard is currently incapacitated.
Oh, I don't know which symbol is incapacitated.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, you decide on one.
No, they are named. That's why I bought these fucking things.
Oh, really? They're named?
Yeah, when I hover over them, I haven't used them enough to know. Benjamin, it would be your turn. Unless Mr.
No,
Assam wants to.
I don't do anything else. That's enough.
Okay.
Decisions.
First, you have to get up from prone, I guess, with half your movement.
I'm just looking at something right there.
What did you say?
I'm just thinking about what to do. I'm just looking at my spells. Just a second.
Sure thing.
This is the incapacitated symbol.
Yes, I figured out that's why that
Ah,
enemy
okay.
token has it.
Sorry, I didn't notice I was checking the tokens.
I thought that was the dead token. Gonna have Justina make some more, I think.
I'm just going to ready. Hold an attack on the blue
For what?
for when he becomes when he's not incapacitated, or my next go, whichever comes.
So when he shakes off the laughing fit he's having, you're literally going to start attacking him?
Yeah.
Okay, be aware that he has to save on his turn, so he could accidentally just save there, and then you will automatically slice into him.
With
What
the
do you mean,
blunt
sorry?
part of his sword.
He has to make the saving throw.
No, he has to roll the saving throw. He doesn't have. He
Yes.
can roll.
Yeah, but he will hit him with the blunt side of the weapon. So the best part, he will just knock him out.
Benjamin's holding an action. Assam has gone.
I think he's having trouble.
He made the save. Benjamin make your attack.
You have bless.
So it's
13 plus 1d4, then is it? Yeah.
Yes.
You theoretically.
so
No,
that's
it's actually 25. He
Okay.
stops laughing while prone, so you have advantage on the attack.
Oh. Yeah, he hasn't gotten up yet.
You don't get an automatic crit for that, but you do get an advantage attack since he's prone before getting up. So roll for damage. 11. Okay. He's going to stand up. He's going to
Wait. He does the save on the end of his turn, so he's not able to do anything.
That is actually at the end of the turn. Each time it takes them. You are quite correct. He's actually still.
He should be still prone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
so he Benjamin gets a critical hit on the swing then.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
No.
he shakes off the
Disadvantage.
attack. He just cannot get up on his turn.
But he's prone, so doesn't that entail crit?
No, incapacitated gives him.
Ah, okay. That gives crit. Okay.
Yes. So, advantage still remains.
What do I roll for advantage then? What does that mean? Or is that just an
Advantage is
extra
just
attack?
the double roll, so that was why you got
The second
21
roll, yeah.
plus 4.
21. Okay, cool.
Yours,
It's easier to hit.
your your character sheet is already set up to roll advantage
Okay, cool.
or disadvantage. Lucian, your turn.
Okay. Can I use spells without killing him, like passively?
No. I mean, your spell, like, you mean damaging spells? No, I'm sorry. Burning someone alive is not a non-violent method of doing stuff. Like hitting something with the pommel of your sword, yes. Fireballing them to the face, no.
Okay, I would just yell at the Pudrat and tell him to calm his nephew down so that he doesn't get hurt. He's not part of the combat, right? The shopkeeper.
Hasn't acted yet.
Oh, he's actually in the.
No, he's not in the. Oh yeah, he is actually.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he wasn't at the beginning. He is now. I rolled for him after Benjin did his damage. Because you're slicing his, well, mentally retarded nephew while he's lying down.
How damaged does he look to me?
Make a perception check.
Give me a second.
Not gonna be easy. Yeah, Manus is blocking your view. You can't see. All you really see is Manus and Benjin pummeling someone lying down.
Okay, I'll go easy. on
Wait a
him
second. Doesn't Lucian's character has also have bless?
Yes, but
It won't be enough. It's a critical failure. It doesn't
also
matter.
you're blocking the view.
Okay.
Like, no, it's not a critical failure. I mean, it's not an automatic success with a roll 20 or a fail with a 1. It's just going to be
not?
max
Oh,
10.
okay.
That's not good enough.
Yeah, okay. I thought that it's automatic failure on one.
The DC with Manus in the way would have been 50. Since Manus is a pretty huge hulking figure.
Okay, I walk next to him and try to hit him with my mace. It just does like blunt him out.
With advantage.
That's critical, man.
Critical works. You slam your hammer down onto the necklace that he has right under his collarbone, and your hammer just smacks into the symbol of a sun.
Into the symbol of a sun?
Sun. S-U-N.
Ah, in the symbol of the sun, okay.
I still yelled at the shopkeep about stopping this and then end my turn.
Vardar is going to... make an intelligence check. He's smart enough to just choose to get the fuck away from this. And he just literally exits. Next. Menace would be your turn.
Okay. 21.
With advantage.
Uh,
So roll once more.
I'm gonna roll again. Sorry.
Maybe you get a crit. You did get a crit.
So that's what, 29 to hit?
29. Yes, it
Barely. I thought it's automatic hit if it's 20.
that it is.
So it's 13? 12 to hit.
Damage. No, it's 12 damage.
Not all.
Yeah, it throws twice for you.
Let me see if there's anything useful I can do, since this is going to be a difficult fight at least. I shall use a superiority die. Actually, no, I won't this turn. Actually, no, I can use a superiority die for distracting strike.
Sure.
Given you add a superiority die to the attack's damage roll, so that is 1d8. How does this 8 more damage deal with the crit?
So the next attack roll, anything makes against Periwinkle will get extra +8 to attack.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
No, that's not right. You add... Okay, so it's another 8 damage.
Okay, so that's 20 damage.
Yes.
Everyone has advantage until your next turn. One attack has advantage.
Yes, one attack has advantage on him.
It's just basically 8 damage and 1 advantage. But
He's
he's already prone.
starting to look hurt. And bleeding. And coughing. This is about the moment Bildrat runs to this door, opens it, run out. Next thing you hear is like, outsiders are killing my boy in the store! Help! 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 And he's outside. So that's what's going on there. Azal, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. One second.
Yuan, would you be so kind to us and leave the group the voice chat for a second so we can have a particularly private conversation, or should we all move into the private chat?
If someone can like tell me in game, then I.
Yeah.
No, I cannot do that. Like this is happening in the moment.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Okay. We'll stay on text then.
I mean, like, don't spend too long on your turns. This is happening in the moment. You're not allowed to plan.
I agree.
So you have 30 seconds.
I get out.
Okay. You try to chase.
Try to what? Sorry.
You're trying to go and find Bildrath. Why are you getting out?
To run away from the fight. I don't care about Bildrat and anything. I just want
Okay.
to go out.
Then I'll say you leave as well. And, like literally follow Rod. Benja.
Just to get an idea, he on his next go, does he get up and continue fighting?
You don't know.
I mean, from his prone thing, is that what he can do?
You don't know if he'll get up or what he'll do.
Okay. Right, I'm going to I'm going to use that,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my great weapon fight in the -5/+10.
Sure. I'll say this: you already have advantage on him since he's prone.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it lasts me
don't-
for next go as well.
Okay.
In fact, yeah, sorry, yeah, no, you're right. Actually, I'll wait.
Yeah,
I'll
In
wait.
fact,
that's not-
you have advantage from 2 other sources, so you don't
Yeah.
need to use that now.
Yeah, I'll keep that then. Yeah, sorry.
It's just a very strong ability that you should wait with.
Yeah, I'm also going to use Divine Smite as well.
Okay.
And
You
I'm
don't
going
have to call Divine Smite until you know you hit, by the way.
23 to hit.
23 will hit with plus. 19 damage. Did you want to smite?
Yes, please. Yeah. What do I roll for that?
Roll
again?
your says in the smite sheet. You will have to roll a spell slot for it.
Yep. 6 challenges, 2d8, 2d8. So it's 2d8, yeah?
2d8, yes. So another 2d8 on top of the 90. So 26. Okay. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
Can I move past him without attacks of opportunity yet?
You may certainly try.
Can I move to there?
The moment you get there, he'll take an attack against you.
But he's
He
prone,
has
so he
disadvantage,
He has disadvantage because he's prone. but
and
he's
he
still
has
good.
disadvantage because of the goating attack.
He already has disadvantage because he's
Yeah.
prone. He doesn't get disadvantage on the disadvantage.
How cool would that be?
It's a 23 and a 17.
And the
Does
17.
17 hit you.
It does, yes.
You are impaled with a spear to the back for 15 piercing damage.
I'm back down again.
He gets up on his turn. Since the last thing he felt, he's going to ignore Manny's trying to goad him into attacking, and is going to execute Benjamin to the best of his ability. So that's everything with like disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna clarify this now, and I'll roll openly, so there is no fuckery here. First of all, if one melee attack hits, that's 2 death saving throws because it's done in melee. So if he lands 2 hit with disadvantage, Benjamin dies. Okay?
Yes.
So now I'm going to be rolling openly.
Tense moment.
So the first attack, ten to hit,
Misses.
8 to hit, misses,
Misses.
15 to hit,
Misses.
Oh, Jesus.
um, he's then gonna go there. Any of you take an attack of opportunity?
Of course.
Of course.
But with the blunt part of our weapons.
I only have bludgeoning weapons, so don't worry about that. Tell us in which order do you want us to roll.
First one to roll, rolls first.
Okay, Lucian, you go first since you have higher initiative than me.
14 hits, roll for
7.
damage.
Ah, okay.
17, roll for damage. 2, minus.
Do I still have bless or do I roll with advantage?
Still a bless.
17 to hit? Definitely
roll
hits. 14
bless.
hit earlier.
No,
But wait,
this
you don't
one
have
does not
advantage
hit.
yet.
Okay, you did not use bless?
I did. I rolled with advantage.
No,
Isn't that-
bless is
Yeah, but
plus
bless-
1d4.
Ah, plus is...
Bless is 1d4.
Okay,
Oh wait, no, roll the 11 because you have 11.
So roll the bless now so that we see if you hit.
15.
15.
The moment it's about to land, he turns and uses his parry ability to add 3 to his armor class against 1 melee attack. That would hit him. And then he runs.
He runs where?
He runs there, shuts the door. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares.
He needs to go around the corner or else he needs to perform an acrobatic check. Because that's a counter, boss. He needs to jump over the counter.
That is actually true.
And
Oh, that's Radar. That's Radar sheet, sorry. Acrobatics. That's a dex skill, isn't it?
yes, it is. Or athletics, I think.
This should be
Dealer's
acrobatics.
choice.
14. Do you think 14 is enough to jump a counter?
I don't know, I'm not the DM.
I feel it is, but I'm not sure if you'll feel that I'm screwing you by doing that.
I agree with you.
It's fine. 10 is enough for a counter.
I would say that would be fair enough. So he makes it past the door, and then he's locked behind the door. Lucian, would be your turn.
Okay. I go to Benjamin and oh fuck! Did our berries? They disappeared, right? We didn't make new.
No new berries has been made.
We should have. Okay, I use healing word on him.
Okay.
Just give me a second. I always forget where it is. And then I run out of the shop. Be 1, 2, 3.
Let's say you just barely makes it outside then.
Okay. I go to the counter. Wait, I need to pick up. Okay. I go to the counter. I pick up our stuff and only our stuff.
Wait,
Everyone.
some already picked up.
No,
The thing
I
is-
left 20 gold there.
I pick our coin. I pick our gold coins. I pick both scrolls of invitation and confirmation from the Burja Master. Or as a free action, I get back to Benjen and use my action to pick him up and run the fuck out the door.
Okay, and I would say you'll barely make it to the door.
Do I need to roll something?
No, it's
Okay.
just literally you're strong enough like hell, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you need to do an athletics check for that. Benjamin will be stabilizing anyway, so he can like get himself back on his feet.
Yeah, but he should do that on his turn, so I'd rather not take the chance.
Yeah. As you get to the doorway, you hear the same like, "Help! They're killing my boy and robbing me blind! Fuck this invader!" That's literally what you hear. I'll deal with the people inside, Benjamin. You find yourself conscious. Man is kinda carrying you towards the door. What do you do?
I just so if I leave, Manus is not left yet, has he?
Manis is about to get out of the door with you on his shoulder.
Okay, well I'll leave with
Think
Manus then.
that's okay. So you're all outside. So Azam,
Yes.
in the 18 seconds that have passed since you exited, what will you have done?
I've been looking up and down the street to see if something happens. Somebody comes towards us or anything like that, like an angry mob or...
Perception check. You've seen Bildruth literally run from like this entrance towards, actually no, more like to the behind, and then towards there.
Can you say again where?
Towards the tavern.
In.
In the tavern itself. Okay.
He's about to get into the tavern. He's been yelling all the time. You can see a couple of people in the streets just literally looking around.
We follow suit.
No, this is just literally in the time while you've been inside.
Okay.
So outside is just me and Radar
Yes.
at the moment.
So do you want to go ahead, like follow after, or is there anything else you want to do in the preparation of, or?
And I didn't see any other people around the streets coming towards or anything. Just Wildrat running to the tavern.
Like literally, people don't have time to process the news fast enough. Like people are not going to change their minds or make up their minds in that quick of a time. They're just going to be, what the hell's going on?
I yell to the guys inside, hurry up, let's go after Bildrat to stop his lies.
I concur.
Okay, everyone comes out. You see Bildrat just literally like stand in the doorway of the tavern, yell something inside, starts, put him on the map, that probably makes it easy. Can you see him?
Yes.
He starts moving again.
And we move after him.
And he just keeps running and yells.
What do we have to roll in order to catch him? Or
He's
Catch up on him, you mean?
dashing as fast as he can, so I guess athletics versus athletics.
okay? Who wants to run athletics? I can run athletics. I shall run athletics. Oh, I rolled with advantage. Oh well. Not much of a difference, is it now?
Gain a square.
I gain a square.
So like you're catching up.
Okay.
Actually, I said you gain a square. That's gaining 2 squares. He keeps running. He keeps.
Who rolls next?
Up to you guys.
Can I
It's
roll
like
again?
a thing Benjamin did.
Yeah.
You gain a square. You're just behind him.
So we're here, okay?
Yep. He's starting to heave, struggling. Rolled a 20, but a 5 with his disadvantage. Anyone wants to try to beat a 5?
Can I roll again? Can I roll again?
Anyone can roll.
Okay, perfectly.
group
I
thing.
will roll again.
Ask
Athletics.
the guys with 5 athletics.
19.
Yeah, you catch him.
I catch him.
Like literally. Look at her! Unless you can pull him or grab him or whatever you do.
I put him on the ground. Not hurting me, not hurting me, not hitting him. Just placing him on the ground and making sure he stays there.
Okay.
I pull out the scroll and handed him to him and say, read it out loud.
Okay. It says. You're an ass? Was that what I said? Stop being an ass.
Yeah. I asked, do you recognize that writing?
No.
Too bad. It's the Burgermaster. And I really don't give a flying fuck about your little procedurals like was it announced, was it not. That's written and signed by the son of the Burgermaster, which is now the new Burgermaster. Also, you are very, very lucky. Like, you do not imagine how fucking lucky you are, because I was specifically told not to fucking kill you, because you're the only shop fucking keeper in this fucking town. Do you understand that we are not going to kill you? Yuan?
At the moment you say son of the Burgomaster, you lose him. That is not the name that's signed on the scroll, Menace.
But what's the name sound of the scroll? Because I haven't read the scroll.
Irina Kolyana.
Perfect. The sister of the new Burgermaster. Who the fuck gives
Yeah.
a shit?
But she's not the Burgomaster.
Perfectly. I still don't give a fuck. Are you going to go against the words of the sister of the Burgermaster?
He's going to try to break free.
Yeah, I'm very curious how he's going to do that against a fucking warrior that is specialized in strength.
Can you beat 3?
My bonus is 5.
But if you roll 1,
It's if I roll 1, it's a
Still
6. The minimum I can roll is a 6.
Critical failure. Come on.
No.
It's skill checks.
Hmm?
Skill checks doesn't have auto failure or auto
Okay.
succeed.
Exactly.
You know.
He's still struggling. He doesn't believe you. You make an insight check. Anything but a 1 will tell you what I'm about to tell you. Right?
Doing an insight check.
From his point of view, Manis, you've been rude. He doesn't like outsiders. You nearly murdered his nephew in front of you. Yeah, this guy is an asshole, but he's a self-righteous asshole that believes he is right and you are trash. No matter what you say, no matter what evidence you can procure to him, he's not going to believe you or anything you bring up as long as he's directly told by someone. This guy literally hates you.
Perfect.
Not because of you, but because of what you are.
Perfect. I don't care. And I, keeping in character, I continue saying, I really don't give a flying fuck if you believe me, because right now you're in my arms, your nephew is nowhere near, and I'm still not going to fucking kill you. But I'm going to keep my promise and crush your fucking testicles. What do I have to roll to crush his fucking testicles?
First 6 to see if you can keep him locked down.
Okay. Rolling what? Athletics?
Athletics, yes, because he's trying to break free. We rolled better this time. Not good enough.
A 23 keeps him down?
Yes.
Good.
Are you going to kick him or punch him?
Kick him, just for the hell of it.
Are you doing it while prone over him, or are you standing up and kicking a lying down target?
Prone while over him, because I know that if I say I'm going to get up, you're going to say he's going to run.
You get the attack on the turn.
Okay, lying,
see
standing up.
Okay, so you stand up.
Yeah.
Now an unarmed attack with advantage since he's prone, and roll whatever damage you get for that, for maximizing pain. So that is a 21 to hit. That hits naturally. So that's 6 testicle crushing damage. I would severely suggest all of you to lower your volume in the next 3. And that's literally all he says as he goes unconscious from the literal pain of having his testicles crushed.
I spit on him and walk away.
Okay. Where do you walk?
To the tavern.
Okay. I think that's kind of where we're going to end tonight's session.
Perfect. May I have 10 minutes rent, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Please do not interrupt me. Zuri, Virgil, this is going to work one way and one way only. If we play together as a team. I don't have a problem with you one fucking with us. I don't have a problem with you one tinkering and bending certain situation in order to disadvantages. I get that. He's a game master. But if I can't trust the two fucking of you to stand back and keep a fight going when there's a fight going, don't fucking count on me playing again. Is that fucking clear? Because so far only Benjamin, only Benjamin ever single stood in front of a fight. Both of you scattered and skedaddled around.
Do you understand the meaning of role playing, man?
Yes, I do understand the meaning of role play. I do understand the meaning of role play.
I just want to give him 40 gold and walk away.
Perfectly. Like, do you have 40 gold to give him?
Yes, we do have 40
Do you?
gold.
No, Zuriel, not us. Do you have personally 40 gold for him to give him? Because if you do not,
I understand
perfect.
Your frustration, but did I leave you in a fight somewhere?
Right now, no. But this shit happened before when we were at the church. Like, if I cannot trust my fucking teammates to have my back, what's the fucking point of doing the game?
Why fight always? That's my question.
Why fight always? Let me explain to you in a very simple manner why we do enjoy to fight. Because Benjamin really likes fighting. He's not here for the fucking roleplay. So if we want to play as a team and coordinate each other as a team, and we all want to have a good and playable experience, we need to take care of the guy that actually likes to fight and not actually likes to RP. How about that?
Fine with me, man. I'm just here to have fun.
So again, one of you runs away from a fight again, I'm done. I'm not playing anymore. Like, I'm not talking about, I'm not playing a session. Like, I'm not talking about, I don't know. You can play my character and do whatever the fuck you want.
I think you need to chill out, man. Come on. Seriously.
I agree. We can discuss it. Let's discuss it in chat tomorrow.
No, I did. I'm done. I I vented out my frustration and my anger, and I'm okay. I'm calm and chill. I expressed my feelings and my emotion, and I'm okay.
Okay, can I say something now, Manis? Because
course.
this was like directed to me. Okay, what I did was stupid because I didn't ask. Okay, I got that. I said I understood it. I propose we in chat we give part of the loot that we have to him. I was told not. Let's put some of our gold together and give him the gold. I went with that. I went more than I said each of you to give. I was about to give all my gold for that, all that I had. Okay, I put the gold on the table and I started walking because we were discussing in chat in those a couple of seconds that were what to do. And I said